YouTube. So I just wanted to talk a little bit today about trying to find the right healthcare provider during my pregnancy with Ollie. It was definitely a journey to try and find the right person for our family, and I'm sure a lot of other women experience the same thing. We found out that we were pregnant, we found out that we were pregnant when we were 8 weeks pregnant. So we were already like 2 months pregnant. That was exciting. He's being a little crazy. Let's see. We went to like a regular OBGYN. A lot of women, in our county go to the same place. And we really had a pretty poor experience there. It was just like a cattle call place. We didn't feel like they even knew our names. I mean, we would wait for like an hour and 45 minutes sometimes. It was crazy. So basically, I was looking into other options. I'm a more natural person anyway. So I was kind of looking into any birth centers in our county. Well, there was none. Doing further research, I found that there was one about an hour away from our house with traffic, like an hour and 15 sometimes. But we actually went there, and actually it took me a little bit of persuasion to get Tim on board, because of course, like, he wanted the safest thing possible, and he didn't really feel comfortable, I guess, with the idea of doing a birth center birth. And I can understand why, of course. But what he didn't know is that it can be just as safe or even safer because there's no unwanted or unneeded medical interventions. So we had an interview with the birth center, and we really weren't a fan of her either. I was having a little bit of bleeding throughout my pregnancy, and she didn't she didn't seem concerned. And I guess a lot of women do have bleeding, but I mean, my bleeding was like a period. I was pretty much bleeding through almost all of my pregnancy, and we found out why later on with my midwives that we got after this birth center that I'm talking about now. But she just would never answer her phone. I mean, it was just bad. I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel very good about that decision. And the more I looked into it, the more that I wanted to do a home birth, and she didn't offer that, of course, because we lived so far away. So I think I was about 28 weeks pregnant at that point when I decided that I could no longer go to this lady who doesn't even answer my phone calls, who just doesn't make me feel wanted or anything in her practice. I mean, I would wait for a long time there too, and it wasn't supposed to be like that. So anyway, I actually found the midwives that we went with through an event. It's called the World's Greatest Baby Shower. Like a local church threw it in our area. And we met them, and it just seemed really good. They were very down to earth, just really great. I mean, the vibe that came off of them was just really great. So we decided, we were already like in that area of town because it was like an hour and 15 minutes away with no traffic. We were already in that area, and we decided to just call them up one day, and this is when I was about 28 weeks pregnant. And we went to the birth center, and we talked to them for like an hour and a half or so. We sat with them forever, and every single thing that I said that I wanted, that's what they just automatically did at their practice. And it wasn't really like a practice, like it was a birth center, but they were 100% geared towards whatever the mother or the parents wanted. And that was wonderful. They were not going to push anything. They were just like, whatever you want. Of course, unless it was medically necessary, we were going to get. And that was wonderful. So that's pretty much the story. There's some nitty-gritty detail in there, but don't want to bore you guys too much. But yeah, I mean, we found the right people for us because we kept pushing on. We were not happy with the service that, they were providing for us. And essentially that's what it is. They are working for us. We are pregnant women. It's not just you have one option. You have other options, and women need to know that. Women need to research. I mean, of course, if you're comfortable with giving birth in a hospital and everything, if that's what you choose to do, then more power to you. But if you want to choose something different than that, then there is other options for you.